Did you start already?
I press the button.
Okay.
So 30 seconds from that.
Yeah.
Names?
Hmm?
What book?
Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Antya-līlā, chapter 6.
No? It's coming?
Text?
Should be now, Gopal, right?
Yes.
Yes?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Buenos dias. Buongiorno, good morning. Here we are. Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, West London. Reading from Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta. It's part of our morning program. Okay. Jai Jai Sri Caitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhaktivedanta.
Jai Jai Sri Caitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhaktivedanta.
So, Raghunātha Das Goswami made it to the Jagannath Puri, met with Mahāprabhu, and just now he has taken bath in the sea, and Govinda has offered him a plate of remnants of the Lord's prasad. We're now at Antya-līlā, chapter 6, 213. Jai. Hey Matarahiteha Swarupacharane Govinda Pasada Tamre Dila Panchadine. Raghunātha Das stayed under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami, and Govinda supplied him remnants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's food for 5 days. Ardina Haite Pushpa Anjali Dekiya Singhadore Gara Rahe Bhikshara Lagiya. Beginning from the 6th day, Raghunātha Das would stand at the gate known as Singhadara to beg alms after the Pushpanjali ceremony, in which flowers were offered to the Lord. Jagannathera sevakayata vishayiragana seva sariratre kore grihete gamana. After finishing their prescribed duties, the many servants of Lord Jagannath, who are known as Vishayis, return home at night. Singhadare anarti vaishnave dekya pasarira tai anadena kripata kariya. If they see a Vaishnava standing at the Singhadara begging alms, out of mercy they arrange with the shopkeepers to give him something to eat.
Sorry, what text are you on?
And this is now text 217. Antya-līlā, chapter 6. Ei matta sarva kala ache vyavahar niskinchana bhakta kara haya singhadara. Thus, it is a custom for all time that a devotee who has no other means of support stands at the Singhadara gate to receive alms from the servants. Sarvadina Karena Vaishnava. I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? No other means of support. I mean, Raghunātha Das certainly did have other means of support, but he was rejecting. He didn't want to have anything to do with that whole reality that was his family life and his rich parents and all that stuff. He had everything, and they were trying to. I mean, later on they do supply him with things, but that's his mentality. He doesn't want to accept. He's given it all up. Sarvadina Karena Vaishnava Nama Sankirtan Satchande Karena Jagannatha Darashan. A completely dependent Vaishnava thus chants the holy name of the Lord all day and sees Lord Jagannath with full freedom. Kehachatre Magi Kaya Jeba Kichupai Kehadrache Bhikshalagi Singhadariga Rai. Excuse me. It is a custom for some Vaishnavas to beg from the charity booths and eat whatever they obtain, whereas others stand at night at the Singhadara gate begging alms from the servants. Mahāprabhu Bhakti Ganera Vairagya Pradana Jahadeki Pritaya Gaura Bhagavan. Renunciation is the basic principle sustaining the lives of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotees. Seeing this renunciation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is extremely satisfied. Prabhu Re Govinda Kahe Raghunātha Prasada Nalai Rache Singhadvare Kara Hoya Magi Kai. Govinda said to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunātha Das no longer takes prasadam here. Now he stands at the Singhadvara where he begs some alms to eat. Shuni Tushta Hoya Prabhu Kahitela-gīla Balakaila Vairagira Dharma Acharila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, he was greatly satisfied. Raghunātha Das has done well, he said. He has acted suitably for a person in the renounced order. Vairagi karibe sada nama sankirtana magya kaya kare jivana rakshana. A person in the renounced order should always chant the holy name of the Lord. He should beg some alms to eat, and he should sustain his life in this way. Vairagi haya jeba kare parapeksha karya siddhi nahi Krishna karena upeksha. A vairagi, a person in the renounced order, should not depend on others. If he does so, he will be unsuccessful and he will be neglected by Krishna. Vairagi haya kare jivara lalasa paramatha jaya ara haya rase ravasa. If a renunciate is eager for his tongue to taste different foods, his spiritual life will be lost, and he will be subservient to the tastes of his tongue. Vairagira kritya sadha nama sankirtan shakapatta palamule udara baran. The duty of a person in the renounced order is to chant the Hare Krishna mantra always. He should satisfy his belly with whatever vegetables, leaves, fruits and roots are available. Jivara lase jai tiuti jai shishnodara parayana Krishna nahipai. One who is subservient to the tongue and who thus goes here and there, devoted to the genitals and the belly, cannot attain Krishna. Aradina Raghunātha Swarupacharane Apanara Kritya Lagi Kaila Nivedane. The next day, Raghunātha Das inquired at the lotus feet of Swarup Damodar about his duty. Ki lagi chadaila gara najani udesha ki mora kartavya Prabhu kara upadesh. I do not know why I have given up household life, he said. What is my duty? Kindly give me instructions. Prabhura age Caitanya-caritāmṛta nakahe Raghunātha Svarupa Govinda Dwara Kahaya Nijabhata. Raghunātha Das never even spoke a word before the Lord. Instead, he informed the Lord of his desires through Swarup Damodar Goswami and Govinda. Prabhura age Svarupa Nivedila Aradine Raghunātha Nivedaya Prabhura Charane. The next day, Swarup Damodar Goswami submitted to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Raghunātha Das has this to say at your lotus feet. Ki mora katavya mui najani udesha apani shri mukhe more kara upadesha. I do not know my duty or the goal of my life. Therefore, please personally give me instructions from your transcendental mouth. Hashi Mahaprabhu Raghunātha Kahila Tomara Upadeshi Tikare Svarupera Dila. Smiling, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Raghunātha Das, I have already appointed Swarup Damodar Goswami as your instructor. Shajya Sadhana Tatvashika Iharastane Amitata nahi jani, inhojata jane. You may learn from him what your duty is and how to discharge it. I do not know as much as he. Tatapi amara agyai shraddha jadi hai, amara e vakye tabe karya nischai. Nevertheless, if you want to take instructions from me with faith and love, you may ascertain your duties from the following words. Okay. Let's hear what Mahaprabhu is instructing Raghunātha Das Goswami with. Gramya kata na shunibe, gramya varta na kahibe, bala na kahibe, ara bala na paribe. Do not talk like people in general or hear what they say. You should not eat very palatable food, nor should you dress very nicely. Okay. And Guru Maharaj summarizes this. Was it Guru Maharaj? Or was it, where did it come from actually? Simple living, high thinking. I don't know if it was Guru Maharaj. Where did that come from? Anyone remember? But Guru Maharaj reminds us of that simple living, high thinking. He said it also, yeah. Actually, I don't know where it came from. I don't know where the... Huh?
I think, yeah, he was quoting a
Quoting philosopher. Amani manadena haya Krishna nama sada rabe brajerata Krishna seva manasa karive. Do not expect honor, but offer all respects to others. Always chant the holy name of Lord Krishna, and within your mind render service to Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. Eta sankshepe ami kailu nubudesh sarupera tani ihar paibe vishesh. I have briefly given you my instructions. Now you will get all details about them from Svarup Damodar. Tranada pisunichina tarori vasa hishnuna amani namanadena kirtaniya sadahari. I think we all know that. One who thinks himself lower than grass, who is more tolerant than a tree, and who does not expect personal honor, but is always prepared to give respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. Etta Shri Raghunātha Bandila Charan, Mahāprabhu Kaila Tare, Kripa Alingan. Having heard this, Raghunātha Das offered prayers at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the Lord, out of great mercy, embraced him. Puna samarpila tare svarupera stane, antaranga seva kare svarupera sane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again entrusted him to Swarup Damodar. Thus, Raghunātha Das rendered very confidential service with Swarup Damodar Goswami. Hinakali Sabha Gorera Bhaktagan Purvavat Prabhu Sabai Kaila Milan. At this time, all the devotees from Bengal arrived, and as previously, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met them with great feeling. Sabailaya Kaila Prabhu Gundiche Majan, Sabalaya Kaila Prabhu Vanya Bojan. As he had previously done, he cleansed the Gudicha temple and held a picnic feast in the garden with the devotees. Rata Yatraya Savalaya Koila Natan Deki Raghunāthera Chamatkara Hoilaman. The Lord again danced and the devotees during the Ratha Yatra. The Lord again danced with the devotees during the Ratha Yatra festival. Seeing this, Raghunātha Das was struck with wonder. Raghunātha Das Jabe Sabar Milila Advaita Acharya Tanre Bahukripa Koila. When Raghunātha Das met all the devotees, Advaita Acharya showed him great mercy. Shivananda Senata Tanre Kahina Vivaran Tomalaite Tomarapita Patahila Dasajan. He also met Shivananda Sen, who informed him, "Your father sent 10 men to take you away." Tomara pataite patri pataila more. Jankara haite toma napaya gilagore. He wrote me a letter asking me to send you back. But when those 10 men received no information about you, they returned home from Jankara. Charimas rahi bhakta ganagora gela shuni Raghunātha pita manusya pataila. When all the devotees from Bengal returned home after staying at Jagannath Puri for 4 months, that was a quick 4 months, Raghunātha's father heard about their arrival and therefore sent a man to Shivananda Sen. So look, just think of that, right? That was 4 months. Just there.
Yeah, and
So much has gone on in that 4-month period. We have no idea. There's no... I mean, maybe later on somehow it gets revealed.
Abstract. Yeah, but
Bits and pieces from somewhere. But there we go. We've just missed 4 months of ecstatic dancing and singing with Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, the Rath Yatra. Oh dear. And you know, Krishna Das Kaviraj is always saying that, like, the pastimes, they're unlimited, and who can explain it all? Now we get a glimpse into how much we don't know. Okay, so we'll wait and find out tomorrow what happened with the man that got sent to Shivananda Sen from Raghunātha Das Goswami's father. And now we're going to go back. We're going to go backwardly forward to search for Sri Krishna. That's what we're reading, isn't it? Okay, and we're at the preface by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad. Jai. Who we are immensely grateful for giving us the Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, of course. And here we're going to hear some beautiful words of glorification of Guru Maharaj from him. We are very fortunate to hear His Divine Grace on Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Bhakti Raksak Sridhar Maharaj. By age and experience in both ways, he is senior to me. I was fortunate to have his association since a long time, since perhaps 1930. At that time, he had not accepted sannyas, but had just left home. He went to preach in Allahabad, and on that auspicious occasion, we were connected. Sridhar Maharaj lived in my house for many years, so naturally we had very intimate talks. He has such high realizations of Krishna that one would faint to hear them. He was always my good advisor, and I took his advice very seriously because from the very beginning I knew that he was a pure devotee of Krishna. So I wanted to associate with him. Krishna and Prabhupad, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, liked him, means Guru Maharaj, to prepare me. Our relationship is very intimate. After the breakdown of our spiritual master's institution, I wanted to organize another institution, making Sridhar Maharaj the head. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur told me that Sridhar Maharaj is one of the finest preachers of Krishna consciousness in the world, so I wanted to take him everywhere. This was my earnest desire. But since he could not go around the world and preach, at least the people of the world should come to hear from him. For spiritual advancement of life, we must go to someone who is actually practicing spiritual life. So if one is actually serious to take instructions from a Shiksha Guru or instructing spiritual master, I can refer him to one who is the most competent of all my God brothers. This is Bhakti Raksak Sridhar Maharaj. I consider Sridhar Maharaj to be even my Shiksha Guru, so what to speak of the benefit that others can have from his association. Okay, that's glorious glorification, and he's just expressing the reality of who Guru Maharaj is, that's, and it's clear, and you know, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, then everyone knows, but we're all sitting here because of his grace, right? He's the one that, like Srila Gurudev would say, you know, he just cut this big channel into the Western world, and we're all just like happily walking through it because of his sacrifice. And, you know, we were reading the other day on that, talking about that, his journey on the Jaladuta, and he's having heart attacks, and he's completely emptying himself of anything other than the service to his guru and to the Lord. And you know what incredible, magical and impossible things happened after that. And so that personality who can achieve such incredible feats, then and who, you know, Guru Maharaj said he's a Shaktivesh avatar. This is Guru Maharaj's words and realization and declaration that he is that. And that personality is, you know, putting his head at Guru Maharaj's feet and saying, this is the greatest instructor of Krishna consciousness in the world, of anyone, you know. It's powerful, and it's important to really remember that Guru Maharaj is that. And it's clear from everything that he's written that it's, you know, what he's revealing is ever fresh and ever new. And, you know, I mean, what I was trying to say yesterday about his, you know, like he wasn't giving conclusions in the sense that he wasn't making final statements. Everything that he said was progressive, you know. Every concept that he gives wasn't just like nothing was static. Everything that he said was encouraged development. Not that, you know, like Bhaktivedanta Thakur was saying before, right, that the reader needs to try to take the thought of a book, and we need to like develop that and express something more than what we've received. That's the point of reading, right? Not just holding all the information. Oh, someone said this, someone said that, right? That it's a progressive, and Guru Maharaj is like forcing us to be progressive by the way that he presents things, and the way he poses things, and his natural humility, and completely, like someone else came and said, you know, his unbiased nature. He didn't have any agenda. He just was freely giving the feeling of what is descending from that upper world, and he's trying to put it into words, and we're trying to understand. But he's like living in that plane and just like allowing this nectar to flow out. So beautiful. So we are trying to put into practice all these things from what Guru Maharaj. We're trying to understand them, and we're trying to put them into practice so that we can actually become devotees of the Lord. Try and actually be engaged in some seva, not just carry on with all of our strange ideas of what that means. Anyway, excuse me for raving as I do. Okay, introduction. Everyone is searching for rasa, pleasure. The status of rasa is the highest. As persons, we have our subjective existence, but rasa, pleasure, has his super subjective existence. He is a person. He is Akila Rasamrita Murti, the reservoir of all pleasure. He is Krishna. Rasa is Krishna. There cannot be rasa in any other place but Krishna. He is the fountainhead of all different types of rasa. So, by the nature of our constitution, we have to search after Krishna. In the Brahma Sutra, it is said, inquire after the supreme cause of this world. Search. From where has everything come? How is everything maintained? How is everything maintaining its existence? By whom? And ultimately, where does everything enter after death? That is Brahma, spirit, the most fundamental plane from where everything springs up, remains, and ultimately enters. Where is Brahma? The Brahma Sutra advises us to inquire after the prime cause, the biggest, the all-accommodating. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replaced that. Srimad Bhagavatam replaced that with Krishnanushandana, the search for Sri Krishna. Brahma Jigyasa, the search for spirit, is a dry thing. That is only the exercise of your thinking faculty, a jugglery of reason. Leave that behind. Begin the search for Sri Krishna and quench the thirst of your heart. Rasa Jigyasa, Raso Vaisa. The things acquired by your reason won't satisfy you. Gyan, knowledge, cannot really quench your thirst. So instead of Brahma Jigyasa, accept Krishnanushandana and begin the search for Sri Krishna. So Krishnanushandana, not pronouncing that correctly, and I'm probably still not pronouncing that correctly, excuse me. Where is Krishna? Our real want will be satisfied only by getting the service of Krishna, not by anything else. We want to satisfy the innermost demands of our hearts. We don't care to know where we are or what is controlling everything, but we really want to quench our thirst for rasa, for madhurya, for sweetness. We must search neither for knowledge nor for the controller of this world. We must search after rasa, ananda, after beauty and charm. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srimad Bhagavatam have taught us what to beg for, what to pray for, what to want. They have taught us. If you beg, beg for Krishna, not for anything else. So, the fate of the Vaishnavas, the students of the Bhagavat, and the followers of Mahaprabhu is sealed in the search for Sri Krishna. We want nothing else but Krishna. The Vedas say, Shrinvantu Vishve Amritasya Putra. O you sons of nectar, sons of the nectarine ocean. So please listen to me. You were born in nectar. You were born to taste nectar, and you must not allow yourselves to be satisfied by anything but nectar. So, however misguided you may be for the time being, awake, arise, search for that nectar, that satisfaction. The Vedas tell us, Om. Om means a big yes. What you are searching for, that is. Don't be disappointed. The Vedas say that the object of our inner search exists. The common search of all your hearts is existing, and your thirst will be quenched. By your constitution, you are meant for that, and you deserve that. So don't be afraid. Don't be cowed down. It is already given in your being, and you can never be satisfied with anything else. So prepare yourself after your long search to receive that long missing nectar in its full form and quality. Awake, arise, search for your fortune, and you cannot but have that. It is your birthright. It is the wealth of your own soul. It cannot but be within you. You have no other business, no other engagement, but Krishnanushandana, the search for Sri Krishna, reality the beautiful. Joy. Okay.
When you said that,
Hmm?
then the Lord.
Yeah, the Lord appears.
The search, what we're looking for, is right.
Akila Rasamrita Murti. Gauranga Sundar. Okay, well, there's some hopeful words from Guru Maharaj. I remember there was a quote that was used of Gurudev when he was going to the West. I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was on the back of a book or something, or a flyer. Or that we're coming not to, what does it tell you anything new? It's something that's already within your own heart.
Yeah, it's on the back of.
So anyway,
Yeah.
it's already, like Guru Maharaj is saying here, it's already part of us. It's the innate nature of our soul is that we are connected to the infinite, to the source of all beauty, charm and sweetness, and our natural position is to be engaging in that, and it's just, somehow we've got distracted, but there is that hope and expectation. Guru Maharaj is kind of like saying, you're going to get this. Prepare yourself. Yeah.
But also, it doesn't mean prepare like, yay! We can be hopeful, but also prepare means actually make the adjustment. Make yourself a good receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Actually engage in the process of chanting the holy name so that our heart is cleansed.
Yeah.
Make our heart a place where the Lord actually can reside.
Yeah, because he can't without, when we've got filthy, whereas Guru Maharaj says somewhere else, how can you expect that the Lord can sit in a dirty place? We have to clean ourselves of all our misconceptions.
Without but.
Yeah, no buts. There's no buts in spiritual life. There's only one thing to do, and we have to adjust ourselves. And so nicely we hear from Mahāprabhu just now, speaking to Raghunātha Das Goswami. Trinada Pisunichana, Rori Vasa Hishnuna, Amani Namana Dena. And so we see that Raghunātha Das Goswami is so exemplary in his complete humility and not wanting anything from anyone. He's got so much wealth and opulence and fame and all that's at his disposal, and his parents are trying to force it onto him, right? But he's saying no. Just want Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. That's all he wants. Beautiful. Okay, almost on time. Who's going to sing Hari Harai? By Guru Maharaj.
Hari
Harai Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya
Keshavaya
Govinda Ram
परिकार श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग सुंदर राधा गिरिधर जी की जय। जय श्री चैतन्य सरस्वती आचार्य वृंद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद श्रीला भक्ति सुंदर गोविंद देव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। विश्ववरेण्य ओम विष्णुपाद श्रीला भक्ति रक्षक श्रीधर देव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय भगवान श्री श्रीला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। जय श्री रूपनुग गुरुवार्ग की जय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय।